Since Kevin Durant requested a trade from the Brooklyn Nets, the Warriors have been talked about as one of the top teams to land him due to their combination of young talent and a draft pick. After winning his fourth championship and earning NBA Finals MVP, Steph Curry has cemented himself as arguably one of the top 10 players of all time. Years of talk that Curry needed Kevin Durant's help to win 2 championships had been circulating. The Warriors might have recently won the 2022 NBA Finals, but this did not stop them from entertaining the idea of probably trading for Kevin Durant this NBA offseason. Stay tuned with us till the end of this video to learn about the whole matter. Without a doubt, the biggest topic of the 2022 offseason was Kevin Durant. The moment news broke about Durant's trade request from Brooklyn, all the media were talking about it non-stop. There have been various rumors about where he will go, including the Golden State Warriors, Phoenix Suns, Toronto Raptors, and Boston Celtics. Turns out, there was a lot of truth to the Warriors' interest in returning. In a revealing new interview with Rolling Stone, Steph Curry said that the Golden State Warriors have been in legitimate talks about bringing Kevin Durant back to the Warriors team. Kevin Durant and the NBA. Kevin Durant has become one of the best players in the NBA after only a few years. He plays small forward, but is adaptable enough to play many other positions. He is one of the best pure shooters and scorers in the game. Durant was drafted second overall behind Greg Oden in the NBA draft by the Seattle Supersonics. He played his first year in Seattle, and then the team moved to Oklahoma City and changed its name to the Thunder. Durant won Rookie of the Year and became only the third NBA rookie to average more than 20 points a game. The other two were Carmelo Anthony and LeBron James. For his second year in the NBA, Kevin Durant was considered the best NBA player. He finished second to LeBron James in MVP voting, led the league in scoring, and was named to the All-NBA team. Durant was the youngest player in NBA history to win the league scoring title. Kevin Durant says there is a 100% chance of his return to the Warriors next season. The defending NBA Finals MVP has a player option on his contract after this season, but when asked if he was 100% certain he would return to the Golden State Warriors in 2018-19, he said yes, per Anthony Slater of The Athletic. He said that he doesn't even think about it. He said, I'm here, I don't even think about it. Durant sarcastically poked fun at himself after saying he would be back, adding, well, he actually wants to wait until he sees who wins the championship, and whoever wins that, he'll sign with that. From a basketball standpoint, there's no reason for the 9-time All-Star to go anywhere else next season. Golden State has been the center of the NBA world over the past 3+ campaigns, gaining 2 championships, one with Durant, and an NBA record 73 wins in a single season during the term. Durant is talented enough to carry a team by himself, but playing alongside Draymond Green, Stephen Curry, and Klay Thompson prevents opposing defenses from focusing too much on one player and creates open looks. Durant's pick and pops with Curry are nightmares for defenses when he gets loose, and he's averaging 6.7 rebounds, 5.4 assists, and 26 points per game this season. The 4-time points champion is only 33 years old and will certainly have time to sign elsewhere later in his career if he so chooses. It makes sense for him to stay in Golden State and continue the championship. The fact that Durant would return to the team, in which there were countless reports of tension, anger, and awkwardness, will probably come as a surprise to many. Kevin Durant and Stephen Curry. Friedel said, however, that perhaps the separation and space allowed both parties to look back and remember the happy, great times and the glory of their dynasty. One thing is certain after listening to the many interviews with Curry, Durant, and others, the mutual relationships and respect built over those 3 years have not finished. Friedel said, if you ask, it was all kind of messed up in the 3rd year. Yeah, it was at different levels. The relationships he has mentioned a few times over the last couple of years are real. However, in the end, Friedel is confident that if the time comes and the possibility for Durant to reunite with his former organization and teammates has materialized, then don't count on one last hurrah. We saw Durant talking before the Nets' first game in Brooklyn with Steph for a while, and the two of them really knew that when they paired up, they took their own games to another level. Will the trade happen? Kevin Durant's return to the Golden State Warriors is gaining momentum. The rumors are gaining steam, but it just doesn't make sense for the Golden State Warriors to trade for Kevin Durant this summer. While the idea of Kevin Durant joining the Warriors for a second time is compelling, it would be nearly impossible to make it happen without gutting the roster of a team that just won a championship. Trading Durant is no easy task. The Nets would like a historic force in return, and they have no reason to rush the process. Kevin Durant is in no danger of sitting out and is under contract for 4 years. As a result, the Oaks would have to spend everything they have to pry Durant away from Brooklyn. Would it even be worth it at this point? In another timeline where Durant is younger and doesn't have back-to-back major injuries and the Warriors weren't the defending champions, maybe a deal would make sense. But in this universe, why? Could KD one day reunite with the Warriors and make another run? The Warriors have already recovered from losing Kevin Durant the first time. They've seemingly done the unimaginable to cover up for the future while taking advantage of a masterful ride in the present. Why would they blow up all their hard work for something that might not even leave them in a better state than they are now? It turns out there was a lot of truth to the Warriors' interest in returning. Stephen Curry reviews the return of Kevin Durant. In a revealing new interview with Rolling Stone, Steph Curry said that the Golden State Warriors have been in legitimate talks about bringing Kevin Durant back to the Warriors. Here's a specific blurb from the article. In one of 5 interviews, Curry told that he and the Warriors legitimately discussed whether and how to blow up the defending NBA champions roster this summer for a reunion with Kevin, who has dramatically split from Golden. He's on pace to become one of the most sought-after free agents to ever hit the market, and some reports suggest that the Golden State Warriors are a team to watch, assuming Durant doesn't re-sign with the Oklahoma City Thunder. According to Frank Isola of the New York Daily News, a source said the 4-time NBA scoring champion favors the Dubs after their second consecutive NBA Finals appearance. But Isola also said there's a strong feeling the 33-year-old megastar could sign a 2-year deal that includes a 1-year opt-out with the Thunder, similar to LeBron James with the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Warriors enjoyed the greatest regular season in NBA history at 73-9 and came within 1 win of their second straight championship without Durant. Adding a player who averaged 28.2 points per game last season to a team that was already among the most dynamic offensively of all time would undoubtedly put Golden State in the driver's seat for their second title in 3 years. Even if Durant doesn't end up back with the Warriors, the team is still one of the heavy favorites to win the NBA championship in the 2023 season. It was a no-brainer for Golden State whether to sign Kevin Durant or not. On the one hand, they would have another top 5 NBA player on their team, which would prevent Durant from going to a Western Conference contender. On the other hand, the Warriors were good enough to win a championship without Kevin Durant and will likely be just as good, if not better, this season. The world of NBA rumors is always very fascinating to walk through. Some things are completely bogus, created by agents and intentional leaks, but in this particular case, Kevin Durant's Golden State reunion was legitimately discussed. Be sure to watch the whole video, plus do us a favor and like the video and subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. We'll see you in the next video.